Welcome to worship on this Lenten Wednesday. Thank you so much for your patience as we navigate ministry in this uncharted territory. During the season of Lent, we have been listening to God in a noisy world that has gotten a lot less noisy, but we've tried to listen through prayer and silence and fasting and now hospitality. How ironic that we come to the practice of hospitality in a time of social distancing. But you'll see as we move forward in this prayer practice that hospitality is about so much more than being together in the same room. Hospitality is about compassion and forgiveness and vulnerability and prayer. So for our worship time together, I will guide you through an imaginative prayer of hospitality if you're willing. This prayer is a way that we can be together even when we are apart. So I invite you as we begin to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. And imagine God's love and light filling you with every breath. As you do this, you can know that God is in you and God is all around you, no matter where you are. So imagine now that you're making your way to church. Perhaps it's a cloudy day, typical of Lenten weather in early spring. And you pull into the parking lot or get a ride here. And as you make your way into the church, can you hear the birds singing? Singing out God's hospitality of welcome. And as you make your way into the building, don't forget to use the hand sanitizer that's by the front door. We can be good citizens even in our imaginations. So as you come in, who is the first person that you see? Is it a volunteer greeter or person at the front desk or a coffee volunteer? Notice these first people that you see and imagine the same light that is in you now surrounds them. Hold them for a moment in prayer, surrounded by God's love and light. Now make your way into the narthex, that gathering room that welcomes us all. And as you perhaps grab a cup of coffee, who do you see? Who's there in your imagination? Pause and notice as you make your way through, who is it that you usually interact with? And imagine them surrounded by God's love and light, holding them in prayer. If you're a choir member or musician or volunteer of any kind or worshiping member, just take a moment to go through your usual routine and pause and offer up those who come to mind in prayer, imagining them filled and surrounded by God's love and light. Now it's time to make our way into the sanctuary. Don't forget to put your coffee cup on the table before you come in. Again, being a good citizen. And as you make your way into the sanctuary, notice the ushers. Notice Rich bustling around, making sure things are going smoothly, and hold them in prayer. As you make your way in, who do you see? Who comes to mind? And as you find a place to sit, perhaps the same place every time, who are you near? Take a few moments to call to mind people that you usually interact with, sit next to. And take a few moments to call people to mind throughout the sanctuary. And again, imagine them surrounded and filled with God's love and light. Just be in that space for a little bit. Imagine now that love and light filling the sanctuary. Gradually moving into the rest of the building, filling the pre-K and the offices and the library and fireside room and chapel and hallways. Imagine that love and light seeping outside our walls into our neighborhood. Throughout Bloomington and our surrounding areas. Filling the state of Minnesota and our surrounding states, perhaps some of your favorite places. Now imagine the power of this love and light filling our entire nation with love. Moving out into the entire globe, surrounding people of all nations and faiths, filling the world with love and light and God's presence. In this space of love and light, I invite you to commend yourself, your beloved brothers and sisters in the whole world, and commend all of God's creation into God's blessed presence of light and love and healing. We invite you to take this prayer with you in the days to come. Perhaps use your imagination to host people over for dinner. Imagine what you would eat or who would be around the table, and surround them in your imagination with love and light and healing and hospitality. Or host a happy hour, or gather with friends in your imagination. The ways to use this prayer are endless. As part of God's hospitality, we have been created with imagination, so let's use them to prayerfully receive God's light and love, and to prayerfully offer that to others and to the whole world. Be at peace, my friends, and know that God is with you. We'll see you on Sunday.